Sebastian Metal Martinez, MMAnytt, here with Jorge Gamebred Masvidal ahead. Vad sa du? Ahead of UFC 246 here in Las Vegas. So Jorge, you just unveiled a ton of mezcal here for the UFC media, which I'm sure we all appreciate. It was delicious. When exactly did you get into this? How did you come about this? Was this always a plan, or like, how did this all come to play?
We started talking about the plan and about bringing the plan to life about 3 years ago. We sat down and have some meetings. 2019 was obviously super important. Around 18, we already had a plan. 19, I had to cover a lot of ground, get the ball moving, hit the ground running, and that's what we did in 2019. I took over. I'm fighter of the year, knockout of the year, fastest knockout of the year. That wasn't all by luck. Most of it was by design, you know, almost to the T launching.
And right, it certainly did go. I mean, could you ever have predicted that 2019 would be as good as it is? I'm sure you thought you had high expectations of it, but did you think that everything would fall into place the way that it did?
I had task list, a nice task list at the start of 2018. We knew what I had to do to separate myself from the pack, meaning everybody in my weight class, other fighters, and we shot for the stars. I saw everything that's happening right now. I saw it because I meticulously saw every in and out, everywhere I could beat a guy, everywhere that I was weak, that I could improve on. All these things we meaning like my team, my coaches, my management, and my father, we just went over them day and night, and I never stopped believing, you know. And it shows that in these next 3 years that I got, I'm doing the right things, you know. This last year was a great testament to the work ethic, the sacrifice I've put in and out of the ring, especially my behavior outside of the ring, just so I could give my fans and everybody watching the sport these 3 years of complete and utter violence, just the most fantastic violence I could give. I'm not paid for interviews or what I'm eating or what I'm skating or driving. No. People want to see me for the violence and just for the sheer violence alone, and that's all I'm bringing for 2020. 2019 was like a PG-13 movie. 2020 is going to be one of those nasty films, man. Those rated R films.
NC-17 or what?
NC-17, what are those, man?
That's worse than R.
That's worse than R? Well, then there's triple X, there's 1X, 2X, 3. We're going to get there as the time comes on, but 2020 is going to be a very, very violent movie, scary movie.
And are you into like films, Hollywood stuff like that? Is there like
watching films?
Yeah, like are you? Is there any like director or actor or something like that inspires you, or that?
There's definitely lots of movies, directors, and actors that I really love their work. Sorry guys, been long day. No worries. Yeah, a little bit. Many great movies that inspire me, you know, especially the ones that are based out of like real stuff, that take real accounts into consideration. Those are amazing. But like what in particular you mean?
Yeah. If you have any examples.
Well, just the other day I saw The Big Lebowski, and it's one of my favorite movies. I saw it. Yeah, this is a good movie. It's a good movie. Yeah, and they have the Swedish are in the movie. They have Swedish. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, I mean, touching about, you became such a big star because of your sort of no-nonsense approach. A lot of Swedes appreciate that, but like, not too much shit talk, just like, you know, realness. And you really, I mean, that's always been your style. That's always been your style, to sort of embrace the realness of it. We saw from Miami Diaries, things like that. At what point did you feel that like this realness will really work? Because it didn't necessarily do that before.
It didn't work at all. We stepped back. I stepped back, and I knew there was a couple things I had to. If I wanted to get here, fighter of the year, just my performances just alone wouldn't matter. It had to be both sides. It had to be the entertainment side of it and the business side of it, meaning the actual fighting of it. We just decided to take over all aspects and avenues, you know. I'm still myself. I'm still me, but I just give a little bit more to the camera, and that little bit more has gone a long way.
And rounding off, then, I mean, that style was so appreciated by you know, our readers, our viewers back home in Sweden. Do you have any message for the fans and back home in Sweden who have loved your ascent through the ranks in welterweight so far? And I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of, you know, blonde Swedish girls who will be watching this, and especially with that top, everything.
I have to go to Sweden. I have to go to Sweden.
So what's your message for a fan? What's your message for fans, for blondes and no blondes alike?
For blondes, brunettes, redheads. I've had the pleasure of knowing a couple Swedish people. A good friend of mine, Mr. Kaka, Zohan, they know him. I think it's a different name in Sweden they know him by. He's got many names in America. I think he's like a spy or something. But a good friend of mine, Mr. Kaka, and Swedish people are amazing, man. I've met a lot of Swedish fans before. They're very deep in the knowledge. It's just that whole Scandinavia area breeds kickboxing, MMA. They're just so knowledgeable over there. It's nuts. It's not the same thing as when I run into like a fan from here and like a fan from Amsterdam, from Sweden, where they idolize kickboxing and they know a lot about MMA. You know, they know what a good stand-up fighter looks like, and I love it. You know, because that's me, a stand-up fighter.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Any particular message for Seaman Kakai, your old friend?
What's up, Sir One Man? You thought I forgot about you, motherfucker? That's my boy, man. He knows who he is.
All right, we appreciate it so much. Obviously, our fans back home appreciate it very much as well. And thank you so much for this. The mezcal was delicious, and yeah, yeah, we appreciate it.
Don't worry, Zohan. I'm gonna send you a fucking bottle. It's in the mail already. It's in the mail. I know he's gonna fucking kick my ass if I don't send him a bottle.
Appreciate it. All right, thank you.